Hey everybody, Sean Holsinger here from holsingersflyshop.com. I've been doing a little theme here lately. I've been showing a couple sulphur patterns for you, a couple sulphur nymphs for you here, since they're going to be here anytime now, or if they're not already when you see this video. This one is a cool one that I stumbled across, I don't know, a couple months ago, and the guy, Lou DiGena, I think that's how you say it, he's the one that originally tied it and has a video out there for it, his original pattern. He, I don't think is a Euro-nympher like I am, so I twisted it the way I like it, and it worked for me. He didn't use a bead on it. He just builds up a lot of thread. It would be a great one to fish off a dropper or something for you. This is the way I'm going to tie it and the way I fish it and have fished it and have caught fish on it. So also the other thing is we got these really cool looking brown beads in at the shop, metallic brown, and I really liked them and needed a reason to use them, and this was it. So sit back, watch the video. Here it is in the vise and then the material list to tie it. Okay, this is the Tiger Baetis Perdigon. As you can see, it's a really simple fly, and it's really been catching fish for me. So let's get into tying it. For a hook, on this one I'm going to do it in a size 14. Definitely tie this smaller. I'm doing a size 14 Holsinger's Fly Shop Jig Hook. The bead is a 3.3 millimeter slotted tungsten bead from Nature Spirit. And again, go smaller on that. I like to have a couple heavyweight ones to use as my point fly. For the thread, we're using 140 Denier Watery Olive. And the tail on this, I'm going to use some Coq De Leon like I normally do on my nymphs. And we're going to pull off 6 or 8 fibers there. And I'm going to lay them down here, measure them up so I want it about the length of the fly, or the hook shank. And we're just going to sit it on top and tie it down. And I see I got that a hair long, so I'm just going to pull them in just a little bit, get them where I want them. I'm going to wrap that back to the bend of the hook. And I'm going to take one wrap underneath just to hold them up. Okay, now we're going to wrap our thread forward, cut off our tag ends, and we're going to push this right up to the back of the bead, and I'm going to make a couple of wraps to lock it in place. Now don't make it too big that you build up too much right now. Just enough so that bead doesn't move around. Next thing I'm going to use, I got to cut a piece off here. That is some small brown ultra wire. And I am just going to tie this onto the side. You can tie it on wherever, top, bottom. I usually tie it on the side closest to me. That's just the way I like to do it. And I'm going to wrap that with nice side-by-side wraps right back to that tail. And then come back up. And what I'm trying to do is get that watery olive to really shine through here and just make it nice and smooth body. Now, once I get it up the head, I'm going to build up just a little bit to get that Perdigon taper. And when I've got what I like, we're going to wrap this forward. And I'm going to get about 4 or 5 wraps here. Maybe do it a little bit wider than I might on another fly. You know, because I'm going to put the marker on it here in a second, I want to make sure that marker shows. So just going to wrap that off, tie it off, and then I'm going to whip finish the head on it. And I'm only going to do like 1 3 or 4 turn wrap there. Oops. I think it's time for me to get a new bobbin. That's been happening a lot lately. So now that I got that trimmed off, you can see it's nice even color the whole way around. Well, on the back of a sulphur, the back is darker than the belly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a brown Sharpie and I'm just going to put little dots on it, leaving space in between it. I want a nice mottled look to it. I don't want it solid. I want it mottled looking like you see there. Now, the belly's going to be nice and watery olive. The top's going to be brown mottled. To save that and lock that in, I'm just going to take a little bit of my Solarez Bone Dry. And I'm going to coat the top side for sure. What you can do here is you can either coat the whole thing. It's going to change the color of that watery olive a little bit, but not much. And actually probably make it a little bit more natural color. And or you can just do the top, or you can do the whole thing. I tend to do the whole thing just to lock everything in. You can see how when you hit that with the light, that thing just glows with the UV. So you get the UV sunlight, the thing's going to glow. But there you go. Very easy variation of that great pattern. And I've been catching a lot of fish on it. Works great for the sulphurs. Alright guys, I hope you like that fly. In the beginning, I probably butchered the guy's name. I think it's Lou DiGena. And like I said, he did a really cool way of tying it, just building up thread to get the thorax and abdomen the correct proportions. And I liked it a lot. But I like this pattern because it gets me the tungsten bead. I can get it down to the bottom as quickly as I can. We've been fishing this, and I've caught a few fish on it. Well, more than a few. And I really like it. It's just a classy looking fly, classy looking Euro nymph. You know, all the Perdigon style fly, and it catches fish. So give it a try if you're looking for that Euro style fly in a sulphur. This has been a go-to for me. I like that nice mottled look on the back, and it's been working. So if you need any materials to tie it, like always, head down in the material list at the bottom of the description and click on any of the links. It'll take you right to our website, holsingersflyshop.com. Until next week when I bring you another video, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Sean Holsinger.